Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you all here today. My name is Rodrigo, Asksuite's co-founder and CEO. Together with me is Louise, one of our rockstar customer success manager here at Asksuite. So please, Louise, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, how are you all? So nice to be here. My name is Louise. I'm part of the customer success team here at Asksuite. And it's a pleasure to be here presenting this new awesome feature that we developed for you all.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a really special moment for Ask Suite. We've been working on this launch over the last 10 months. And even though it's our first step into generative AI, we are very proud of our product and engineering teams because it's a really impressive and comprehensive first version. Yeah, so let's go. Our agenda for today. So we will start by talking about what's ChatGPT, what is AskGPT, real examples of interactions, what are the limitations, the results from the beta testing phase. Louise will be presenting the technology in practice directly in our system. The reasons to deploy and how to integrate with AskGPT. And at the end, there will be room for Q&A. But of course, you can also interact in the comments during the webinar. Okay, so first of all, what is ChatGPT? It's important to know that ChatGPT has become the fastest growing technology as it reached 1 million users worldwide only 5 days after its launch. Instagram reached the same number in 75 days and Spotify with 150 days. Their growth is as impressive as their technology, for sure. So, what is OpenAI and ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a generative AI solution developed by OpenAI. And the biggest difference from the previous AI models that we've been interacting with is the ability to generate its own responses via text. You've probably already tried asking it on chat.openai.com. And it's impressive how the AI can respond about a wide variety of topics with high quality, right? So, yeah, that's the ability that we want to bring to our AI experience. Here is an example. I asked ChatGPT on their website to generate a template for the 2024 hotel marketing budget, for example, and the response was really complete. Sometimes it's not 100% accurate, but at least we no longer have to creating something from scratch. The goal is always to increase our own productivity when it comes to AI, automation, and so on. Yeah. So since ChatGPT launch, we've created a product cell to study the integration possibilities. And after 10 months of development, today we are here releasing to the first version of our integration, which is adding ChatGPT as a new AI logic in our algorithms. So AskGPT will use all the hotel's information within your Asksuite account to understand and respond to a wide range of questions. The goal is to surpass a 90% understanding rate for open-ended questions. We already have 4 AI logics, and AskGPT is the fifth to be added in our AI NLP layers. As you can see in the image, our layers are working sequentially. So if a question is not understood in the first layer, which is teach robot, we go to the second one, which is the questionnaire logic of intentions. Then ask GPT, keyword analytics, and so on. One thing that was difficult to process before was two questions being asked at the same time. As you can see on the left here, traveler is asking, do you allow pets and do you have swimming pool? And and here we can see that I understood we have an outdoor pool and an indoor heated pool treated with chlorine daily. The heated one has a temperature of Celsius. We do not allow pets. So, you know, that's one of the advantages here, but as it's important to understand all these layers and how it works, but we will uh, explain during the presentation today. And there are more advantages. So now with AskGPT, we will be able to understand requests for recommendations. As you can see in this example, what's there to do near the hotel, and the AskGPT algorithm is able to read all the info about a hotel on our platform, sometimes utilizing multiple pieces of information for a detailed response. So in this example, near the hotel, you can visit Van Gogh Museum and so on. Also, we are now able to understand long and complex messages. Usually, travelers send a long introduction talking about why they're traveling with a question at the end. And now we are able to respond it appropriately. The third point, as I showed on our last slide, AskGPT can now understand messages with multiple questions followed by with a single response. The fourth point here is that we also developed a smart way to add unlimited content to AskGPT algorithm, even unstructured content. So Louise will show how it works soon, but it's really, really nice. Here we have more examples. So in this first one, the traveler said, I would like to know if there is a swimming pool and if you accept credit card. Um, the second one, traveler is asked for lunch recommendation. Then AskGPT suggested one of the hotel restaurants. So if you, as a hotel manager, are not satisfied with this response soon, we will show you how to correct the AskGPT algorithm. But in both examples here, you can see how it works and how accurate are the responses. Yeah. So we will see now what the first version of our AskGPT is enabled to do. So it doesn't capture data from the internet. That's the first point. So only the customer content on the platform, on our platform. So that's a way to avoid incorrect responses or even getting wrong content from other hotels or something like that. In this example, the traveler is asking for a place to dance near the hotel, and we are unable to get info on the internet to respond about dance clubs. So, but of course, you have some ways to teach our algorithms, including AskGPT, to appropriately respond to this question. And we will see it soon. Um, The second limitation of this first version is that AskGPT will not understand chat context. So if someone asks a first question, is there a swimming pool for adults? Then a second question, and for kids. As we can see here, we won't be able to understand that the second question refers to the first one. Of course, these two limitations are in the product backlog for future improvements, but for a while we won't be able to do it. And of course, this is only the first version. Uh, and it's important to remember that AskGPT does not replace the previous AI layers. So AskGPT is our third one. So questions already answered on Teach Robot and the questionnaire will be responded by these logics and not by generative AI of AskGPT. In this example, traveler asked, how deep is the swimming pool? And the response was exactly the same on the questionnaire. So in this case, we didn't use AskGPT because the previous layer answered it first. But maybe you are not satisfied with this response. If so, you can solve it by editing your questionnaire or teach robot response with further information or something else. Um, Before launching AskGPT today, we conducted beta testing with some customers. On June 21st, when we implemented an important AskGPT algorithm improvement, we saw a big increase in the robot's understanding level for open-ended questions. And in this particular case, the understanding rate moved from 79% to 86%, even without adding content, without adding new content. So only by activating the feature, uh, we saw this big improvement. So here you can see another difference of AskGPT. We are able to specifically respond according each topic. So in this particular case, traveler is asking at what times is it possible to use the pool, and we are able to get the content, to read the content of your questionnaire or teach robot feature to respond exactly what traveler asked for. Um, the second example here, could you please tell me at what time on Sunday is breakfast served? Breakfast is served from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Sunday. So a specific what question asked for. And it's important to remember that we can't control what the AskGPT is responding, uh, because the technology generates the response itself. Now, Luis will show us how everything works directly on our platform. So, Luis, please, you can share your screen and let's go to the platform.
Thanks. Thank you, Rodrigo. So, my name is Louise. I'm part of the customer success team here at Asksuite, and I'm going to show you how to use the AskGPT integration in practice. Let's do this. So I hope everyone is feeling fine. And the first thing that I want to show you all is some examples of answers that the robot doesn't provide despite the information is available on the questionnaire menu. Okay? So I'm going to show you some examples here on a test that I'm going to. Sorry, Rodrigo, do
We,
you want to say something?
I'm not seeing your screen yet.
Okay.
Um, are you sharing your screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Our staff is confirming that no, it's not appearing.
It's not appearing. Let me let me try
Yeah,
it again. Let's do this again.
please try to share it again.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's loading. Now we can see your screen. Yeah,
Now you
perfect.
can see it all?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. So sorry about that. So just to repeat all over again, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for the robot some questions that we have this content added on the questionnaire menu, but the robot doesn't provide an answer to it yet. Okay, so I'm going to ask two simple questions here. How big is the television, the Grand Junior Suite? Sending. Just let me check my internet. If there's something wrong with that, I'm gonna upload here my screen.
yeah. It it was it wasn't able to send the message
Yes.
here, so it's
Mm,
internet issue.
yes. Let me try here again. Okay.
And just remembering this is a presentation mode, a presentation a website of one of our customers.
Yes.
And yeah,
This is not a real website.
yeah,
So I just asked a question here, and the robot doesn't have any answer about that. Okay. And I'm gonna ask another question if there's a shopping mall nearby. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna install the Ask GPT integration. So you just can come here on our admin panel and click on the Ask Store menu. You will see that there's a new card here that is called Ask GPT. You can just click on that and then click on Install. You can read through the disclaimer and click Install again. And now the Ask GPT integration will be installed on this client, okay? And then if I go back here on this presentation mode and ask the same question again.
just just let wait the
Mhm,
confirmation here. Yeah, it's done.
yeah, there's a little bit of delay here. And if I ask the same question for the robot, you guys can see that now the Ask GPT integration is ready to go. The robot will give me an answer about that. Okay? I'll ask the same other question that I asked before. If there's a shopping mall nearby. So just a reminder, we have this content added on the questionnaire menu, but we can see that the Ask GPT can generate a specific answer to it.
Exactly. So by simply activating the Ask GPT, now we are able to read the questionnaire content and respond it appropriately.
Yes, so we didn't add any content, any new content. We just added the Ask GPT integration. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to show in this example, I'm going to ask for the robot a question, and then I'm going to add this content on the questionnaire menu. But the first thing that I'm going to do is ask if the parking garage is covered, because we have on the questionnaire menu a specific topic about parking garage, okay? But we don't have the answer if the parking garage is covered or not. So I'm just gonna go there on the questionnaire menu. I'm gonna search for where is this info about parking garage. I know that is located here on the specific info. I'm just gonna scroll down the page. So it's here, is there a parking garage? And I'm gonna add the answer about if the parking garage is covered here right at the end of the phrase. So the entire parking garage is covered. I'm gonna click on save and I'm gonna answer for the robot again now if the parking garage is covered. And now with the AskGPT integration, you see that they can answer just that question. Okay, nice, right? The other example that I want to show you all is about the Teach Robot feature. I think that it's a pretty well-known feature by all here, right? And we have a training here on this test mode about the Amsterdam Arena. I'm going to show you that on this answer about Amsterdam Arena, we have lots of info, okay? We have so many info about that. And with the AskGPT integration, you see that they can answer about a specific answer, okay? I'm just going to ask for the robot, what team plays at the Amsterdam Stadium? So we have here on this answer, that is the home stadium of AFC Ajax, okay? So let's ask for the robot, what team plays at this stadium? So it's the AFC Ajax Football Club. So we have any supporters of AFC Ajax here today? I'm gonna show you another example, okay, adding some content here on the AskGPT training. When you add this integration with AskGPT, do you want to make any comments, Rodrigo?
Yeah, just to emphasize and that you showed two examples. The first one was by adding content to our questionnaire, so
Yes.
AskGPT was able to read it, additional content that you added. And
Mm-hmm.
now on that Teach Robot feature, you by simply activating AskGPT, we've we are able to read all content there that you already set up before. So,
Mm-hmm.
and respond a wide amount of questions. And yeah, that's the magic.
Yes, perfect. I asked what team plays at the football stadium, but we have here the cost to build this arena. So I could ask the robot that too.
Yeah,
What was the cost to
yeah,
build this football
yeah,
arena? So there's lots of information here, right?
great.
And then we can see that there's a new tab here on the Teach Robot. When you add the Ask GPT integration, you'll see that now on the Teach Robot feature, we have the Ask GPT training. So here you can add some new answers about your hotel, okay, about some new questions and answers regarding the Ask GPT integration. I'm gonna click here on this on Add New Question and Answer, and I'm gonna give the robot a new question about something that I want to teach the robot. Some hotels they have an FAQ on their website, but if you don't have something like that, you can just come here on the booking.com page of your property. If I scroll down the page, I will see that I have here some hotel area info. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that, pretty simple, and paste here. And the response, I'm gonna copy all that info about the hotel, and I'm gonna paste here too. I don't need to make it in a whole sentence. I can leave that way. When you add something, you need to translate to other languages that you have available on your robot. Okay? This test has two languages, English and Deutsch. So I'm gonna translate. I'm just gonna click on translate from English to Deutsch, and I'm gonna confirm. And now I can save. So now I can ask for the robot if the Heineken experience is near the hotel. Let's check if it is. So it's approximately 900 meters away. Let's check here on the booking.com page. Top attractions, Heineken Experience, 900 meters away. So the AskGPT integration has all this info about the hotel area, and now they can provide an answer to your customer. Let's try one more example here. Is the hotel anywhere near the Van Gogh Museum? And then, sorry, can you make any comments, Rodrigo?
Yeah, your screen is freezed right now for
Oh,
us.
really?
Yeah, just
Let me try to update that again.
yep.
Is freezed on the Heineken Experience
Yeah,
distance?
we didn't see the response.
Okay. I'm gonna ask again, okay?
Okay,
It's freezed yet or no? Let
it's freezed. Yes.
me try to. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, okay?
Yep. Let's do it again. Internet issues. Always when we are live.
Yes, always like
It
that.
happens.
I always say when it starts to rain, we can. Oh my gosh, the internet's gonna be terrible today.
Yeah.
And here we are
Oh,
a
now
little bit.
yes. Now it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are seeing the response.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna make the same test again. Okay. I'm gonna ask if the Heineken Experience is near the hotel.
Yep.
So it's 900 meters away. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna show you all that we have this information that we paste on the Ask GPT training. So we can see here on the hotel area info that the Heineken Experience is 900 meters away. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to show you some other example that the Ask GPT integration will give an answer that is, this example is so nice because I'm going to ask if the Van Gogh Museum is near the hotel too. Okay. So is literally at your doorstep. So I can see here that on the hotel area info, the Van Gogh Museum is located pretty close, right?
Yep.
So the answer that the Ask GPT integration gave to this traveler, it says that is literally at your doorstep. So this is
Yep.
a very nice example. Okay. I'm gonna add some other training here on the Ask GPT feature. I'm gonna click here on the same button all over again. And I'm gonna add a question that has two pieces of information. Okay.
And just to emphasize, to comment about one thing, Louise,
For
that
of course.
here, if we go up on units, if it's a group of hotels, they can select all properties or a group of properties to teach. Um, one time teach all the properties. They can select the properties they want to improve the AI capabilities.
Yes, yes, that is so nice because you don't need to train one by one.
Yeah,
But remind that you can choose the units that you have on your user, okay? Because the users can have different units on their own user.
yeah.
So I'm gonna add a question here that has two pieces of information. What is the name of the manager? The response that I wanna create here is that the name of the manager is Rodrigo Teixeira and that his favorite color is orange. Okay, so we have two pieces of info.
And that's
If I
true. My favorite color is orange.
Yes. If I click on save without clicking on translate to other languages, you guys can see that we'll have a disclaimer here saying that you need to translate to other languages. Okay? I'm going to click on translate again and I'm going to click on confirm. So when I click on save, now if I ask even if what is the name of the hotel manager or what is his favorite color, the robot can read the info and then can provide an answer to the traveler. So I can just ask here, what is the name of the manager? Okay, so Rodrigo, and what is the manager's favorite color? Okay,
Perfect.
perfect. The last example that I want to show you all. So we have here lots of examples, right? Without adding, just by adding the AskGPT integration, by adding information on the questionnaire menu, by reading information that you guys have available on the Teach Robot feature, by adding info on the AskGPT training tab. And now I'm gonna show you that you can improve or embellish this question that was provided by the AskGPT integration. So if I ask the robot something like, what is unique about this hotel? Okay, the Ask GPT integration will provide an answer. But I want to change, I didn't like it, I want to add information, I want to embellish this answer. I can do that here on our platform. Okay, so if I, so the chatbot provided an answer to it. So I can just come here on the dashboard menu, and then we are going to click on the artificial intelligence feature. If I scroll down the page, you see that now you have the Ask GPT Q&A. Remember, this is not the answers and questions that the Ask GPT integration didn't provide it to the customer. Okay, was the questions and answers that the Ask GPT provided, and you want to change this answer. Okay, you want to add information you didn't like it, you want to anything you want, you can do here. Okay.
Yeah, everything about of what AskGPT replied, responded is here. So you can double check if it's
Mhm.
right, if you want to change or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see here that all these answers that we asked, well, all these answers that we asked to the robot, what is the manager's favorite color? We have the answer here. The manager's favorite color is orange. But if you want to change that, no, it's that this is not right. Okay, I'm gonna use this last example. What is unique about this hotel? You just need to click on this icon here, this little brain icon, and then we'll open the Ask GPT training. And now you can change the answer that was provided. Okay. So you can just change here the answer. I'm gonna put some other answer to it. I need to translate to other languages too, and click on save. And now if I ask the robot what is unique about the hotel, the robot will provide this new answer that I created to it. Okay, guys, so that was it. I hope you all enjoyed this integration. It's pretty awesome. And now let me pass it back to our CEO, Rodrigo. Thank you
Just
so much for your time.
another thing. Just Louise, just click
Mm,
here exactly on this screen. Go
okay,
down, please. Yeah. No, go up. Go up.
go up.
Yeah, here. Just to
Hmm.
show them that in this report that we already have phrases not understood by the robot, they can be seen everything here, and now they can click on this three button. Yeah, and they can choose to add into AskGPT training or create new teaching on Teach Robot feature. So
Yes.
that's another trigger that you have to add new content and uh, improve your automation rate. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thanks, Louise.
I think Rodrigo will explain the differences between adding content
Yeah,
on the Ask GPT training and on the Teach Robot feature on questionnaire menu.
great.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Perfect. So, uh, as Lois mentioned, we have now three uh, different places to add content. And now we can understand the difference between each logic as well as what the difference are in terms of adding content to questionnaire, teach robot, and ask GPT training. The main point is that the AI will respond exactly how you set it up on the questionnaire and teach robot. And you can include buttons and images on these responses. So when we talk about teach robot and questionnaire, is always the response is always exactly what you set up uh, there. On the other hand, AskGPT is easier to train because by teaching only one generic question with a lot of content, as Lois showed before, it will be able to understand a wide range of questions, topics, and respond it appropriately. So, uh, if you want to fully control the response, it's better to prioritize the questionnaire and teach robot. And of course, AskGPT will also be able to read this content if necessary, these responses. But if you want something easy to teach with more response and automation possibilities, it's better to use AskGPT because by teaching one question, we can understand many different questions there. Great. So, and just an important reminder to our clients, we already have a machine learning algorithm on our artificial intelligence dashboard. So here in this image, on the left side, our customers can track every request that the AI is receiving and doesn't have the knowledge to respond. Then we notify your property to add the correct responses. Now on Teach Robot and on Ask GPT, or both. You can add on both algorithms too. In this case, on the right side, you can see our algorithm recommendations and how many times travelers asked about these topics after the hotel added the responses. For example, gift voucher already occurred almost 2,000 times after the hotel teach the robot about it. So keep calm because we automatically track all customers interactions. So it's important to start leveraging this feature. It's a really smart way to improve your AI capabilities. Another important thing about AskGPT, in order to minimize the any risk of ChatGPT hallucinations, we developed an algorithm to block sensitive content. So we are not allowing the AskGPT layer to negotiate discount or offer complementary services, for example. So this is really important to avoid mistakes, avoid incorrect responses. But as Lois mentioned before, if it happens, you can double check in our report and correct the technology to understand it next time. So finally, two big reasons to go to your Ask store right now and install Ask GPT. First, you will be instantly improving your AI understanding rate, even without adding any new content. By simply activating it, we will be able to read all your content within our dashboard uh, to better assist your potential guests. And second, it's totally free of charge, so there is no additional costs for all Asksuite clients. So it's totally free, and you can do it right now by going to our Ask store. Yeah, so now we open for questions. So if you have something uh, that you wanna better understand, you can add your question here in the comments. I don't know if you have something, but we are um, here. You can also, for those who are not our clients yet, you can request a free and complete demo of our platform with this uh, QR code. Okay, so yeah, and of course, our customer success team, our support team is always available to help you with any additional questions or assistance to improve your AI capabilities and deploy the Ask GPT. So Robert is asking, we would be able to understand, deal with spelling mistakes that users make. Um, Probably yes. We are monitoring and seeing that, yeah, it happens, and most of the time, uh, the Ask GPT and even our other layers are able to understand spelling mistakes. But this capability to understand travelers' intent um, is more from the open AI side when it comes to this logic. You know, we are still learning with them, their capabilities, but yes, they are able to to reply and to some spelling mistakes. Something else.
There's a question here by Peter, I think, that is there a practical limit into how much the GPT can learn for each hotel? So I think that
No.
is limitless.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another big advantage. You know, you can add unlimited content into our dashboard, you know, so that's a really, really important thing. So you can be adding, the recommendation here is stop 1 hour a month on our dashboard, see every interaction there in our report. That's why we build this report of everything that the Ask GPT is replying, and about in the phrases not understood by our layers. So you can monitor, see it, and you can add to Ask GPT and reach a really, really high automation rate. Okay, so that's a big, big advantage. Um, Select Palm Beach is asking, can the ChatGPT feature handle upsells, upgrade requests, etc.? Um, Actually, selling points such as upsells, cross sells, and so on, we are handling it in our previous layers. So it's more. We recommend to use the Teach Robot one and the questionnaire to add this uh, info and about this knowledge. We already have some integrations for upselling, for example, with Oki, with other upselling tools. So we are able to handle this kind of request appropriately with our other layers. We are now not allowing AskGPT to negotiate things yet because we saw some issues because we do not control the responses. That's the main problem. So that's why we choose to not deploy this capability in this first version. Okay, but yes, you can do it. It's you can book a meeting here with our customer success team, and they can um, teach you how to use upselling capabilities in your AI reservation agent. Sofyan Sky, thanks for this webinar in regards to sensitive content. Do we have the option to modify your algorithm that decides what is or not sensitive? Really, really great question. Our product team is developing uh, the autonomy for your team to do it right now. So the next launch, the next release about Ask GPT will be this capability. So you will decide what is sensitive and what's not, uh, and create this filter by your side. Because of course, today it's a generic filter for every for all customers, and you will be able to set up your own filter. Great question, really great question. Sergio Lewis, we are developing it right now, okay? Just to be clear. Sergio Lewis is um, asking what features must the hotel website have to integrate uh, the application. Um, so um, I don't know if I understood the question, but to deploy the application, the AI on your website is really, really simple. It's a simple code to deploy it on your page, and it's quite simple as any other chat, you know.
Yes, because the Ask GPT, sorry, Rodrigo, to interrupt, but it doesn't integrate with the website. The content needs to be manually input. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's asking about the chat itself or the
Yes.
Ask GPT. So
Yes.
you know, but I'm responding about the chat itself to deploy on your
Uh-huh.
web page. It's really, really simple code, you know, to do it. And the Ask GPT is just going on our Ask Store, activating it, and it's fully integrated into your chat. What is the link to install the application? Okay, I think we can share here our admin page. Of course, you need to be our client, and then you have the Ask Store with menu within our dashboard, and there you can find. I'm just go back here. So this is our Ask Store, how to install. So in our Ask Store, you have the Ask GPT application. Just go there, click on it, and install. It's free of charge. Okay. Club Mac is asking, I can understand the limitations, but what do we do for now if we are an all-inclusive hotel and can't add any word saying included, inclusive, free, etc.? Great question. That's exactly what we are developing right now. This question is related to the previous one. So you will be able to develop your own future, your own of sensitive questions in order to exclude these all-inclusive issues, because you know during the beta tests we saw that if we not block the Ask GPT, sometimes it can offer, for example, a free transfer or offer something, a not appropriate discount or something like that. So we choose to keep it out of this first version, but now we are already developing this filter to solve this issue. You know, it's our top one priority in our Ask GPT cell here in our team. So we will be soon. We will be ready soon to do it. Okay,
Yes,
but
because
now,
for now,
yep,
our other layers, they are perfectly capable of handling these questions, including the teach
exactly,
robot feature that allows
exactly,
for you to customize some answers.
exactly. So the recommendation right now to do it uh, is with teach robot feature. You know, because it's a layer before Ask GPT. So that's the recommendation right now, and it will works. Okay, it will work. Um, Great. Something else? We still have 8 minutes if necessary, but really interesting questions. I really enjoyed. And it's good to know that we are in a good path in terms of product roadmap because two questions related with what we are developing right now for this next launch. Really interesting. So, um, I would say thank you all for joining us today. We are really proud of our product team for such an incredible launch. And, you know, you can talk with our customer success and support teams for any additional help or assistance. So Sophie on Sky is asking, do we have to manually teach our questionnaire? Yes, in order to activate your robot, yes, because uh, this is a security measure, because you know exactly what is true and what is false about your property on the internet. If someone else get public information about your property, sometimes it's not updated, sometimes it's not true, and you can ensure that this information is true, this information is valid for now. So yes, you need to manually input it there, but we have a lot of features to help you, uh, to improve this productivity in terms of uh, setting up all these responses. Yeah, that's the point. But now it's very easy to teach robots in our dashboard. Yeah, it's very promising, and we are really happy with this release. So thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this feature. It's something that has a huge potential to be a game changer in our industry, and we are confident about that. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Thanks, Louise, for your
Thank
help
you all.
today, and see
Was
you
awesome.
soon in our next launches. Thank you.
Thanks
Bye
a
bye.
lot. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.